What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host for this evening, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, coming at you here once again on the U to the 2. So, I just wanted to take time to recap the most recent Stardom pay per view that took place, um, technically, I guess yesterday for those in Japan, and today for me in America. That is the Kawasaki Super Wars pay per view. And it was a pretty decent pay per view. You know, a few interesting things happened, including a mystery attacker that took shape. So this was, well, overall a decent pay per view. But yeah, let's recap it. Let's take some time to recap it. So, the show was in Kawasaki, Japan. This was at the Kawasaki City Todoroki Arena, and there were 9 matches total. And actually, the first 2 matches you are able to watch on Stardom's Japanese YouTube page for free. Which actually, I think they only have one YouTube page. But yeah, the first 2 matches are you can actually watch on their YouTube page for free. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Okay, so the first match, this was actually a rematch from not too long ago, but Cosmic Angels, Mai Sakurai and Waka Tsukiyama faced off against each other in the opening match. And once again, Mai Sakurai defeated Waka Tsukiyama. So this was her second time. Of course, she won the first meeting as well. But decent match between two rookies. Wasn't really a long match, but it was a decent match between two rookies. The interesting thing is that after, well, number one, uh if Mai Sakurai would have lost this match, she would have had to leave Cosmic Angels. That was one thing that was interesting about this. And secondly, after the match, a mysterious attacker came down to the ring with a sledgehammer. She looked like, she had a black silhouette, had this weird looking old cross between a zombie and Gollum from Lord of the Rings mask on, came down with a sledgehammer and attacked both Mai and Waka, and then just up and left. Now, I don't know who this could be. I was trying to examine this attacker. At one point, I was thinking, wait, I don't think it could be Natsuko Tora. She didn't look thick enough to possibly be her, so I don't think it was her. Um, talking with some friends, a few of them think maybe perhaps it's Momo Watanabe, which I don't think it's her either. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Like, part of me feels like it's someone we haven't seen in forever. I don't think it's Saya Ida because I don't think she was short enough to be Saya Ida. So I don't know who it could be. Those that watched, who do y'all think it is? I honestly think it's going to be somebody we haven't seen in a long while. It's either going to be somebody we haven't seen in a long while or somebody that we will least expect. But yeah, there's no telling who that is. But anyway, next match was the Future of Stardom Championship. This was Ruka's first title defense, and she defended against Lady C, which I believe this is Lady C's first title opportunity. She's never had a title opportunity, but she got one at this pay per view. Ah. Wasn't really a long match. And sure enough, Ruoka got the victory with that freezer bomb splash. Like I said, it wasn't really a long match, but I really like Lady C's gear when she wears the all white. I really like that gear. I think that's probably one of my favorite uh, ring attire for Lady C. And I like Lady C. I'm a Lady C fan. I just hope she at some point can get another win or start a win streak. I mean, so far she does have one victory, which she got over Waka Tsukiyama via submission. But we'll see what happens. After the match, both Waka Tsukiyama and Mai Sakurai came out to challenge Roka for that Future of Stardom title. So, looks like we're going to see either both of those ladies get a shot at the same time, or Roka will defend the title against them separately. But we'll see. Who knows? With some more of the Super Wars coming up, they might just split them up and just have Roka defend against Mai, and then the one next afterwards against Waka. But looks like Roka's going to be busy soon with more title defenses, so that's cool. And then we actually had a Goddess of Stardom tag team tournament match where we had Team Oedo Tai, Saki Kashima and Fukiken Death going up against the sisters Hanan and Rina. And to be honest with you, the outcome really didn't surprise me, which makes me believe Hanan and Rina, despite being sisters, were gonna implode. Because even though they're sisters, real life sisters, that is, they're of two different factions. Rina's with Oedo Tai, Hanan's with Stars. You know, they hate each other. Those factions are that's like night and day. That's like full on heel versus full on face. So, of course, you know, the Hanan and Rina were teamed up, and they had some chemistry for a little while, but then pretty much the turning point was Hanan accidentally hitting Rina, and then that pretty much ended that. Rina helped Saki and Fukiken Death finish off Hanan. There was pretty much the 3-on-1 attacks. There was a My Emblem. Bam. Saki and Fukiken Death get the victory. And of course, with them getting that victory, they get 2 more points. Since this was a Goddess of Stardom tag league match. Which I did not expect them to have one of those at this pay-per-view. So this was kind of neat. This was kind of neat. And then afterwards we had a three-way match. We had Meena Shirakawa versus Sayakamatani versus Micah. So we had Cosmic Angels, Queen's Quest, and Donna Del Mundo represented. And I have to say, this wasn't a crazy long match, but it was pretty decent for what it was. I liked Meena Shirakawa showing off her dance moves in her ring entrance, but I was actually kind of surprised that Meena Shirakawa got the victory. She actually got the victory. That's big. That's really big. Normally I would think either Micah or Saya Kamatani would have won, but nah, Meena Shirakawa got the victory. She hit the implant DDT on Saya Kamatani to pick up the victory, and she gloated in that victory. She rubbed it all in. And of course, it looked like Saya and Micah got into a little shoving match post match, so might be a little rivalry brewing there. But yeah, Meena Shirakawa gets the victory. And then we had another tag team match. We had Himepoi, which is Himeka and Natsupoi, going up against stars as Mayu Iwatani and Koguma. And of course, this was very much a big back and forth match. All four of these ladies, great in the ring. When it was all said and done, it was close. It was very, very close. You know, it looked like Himeka was about to get the pinfall after hitting the running power bomb on Mayu Iwatani, but just as the ref was about to count to 3, Koguma broke it up at the last second, and at the same time limit draw bell. Which apparently it was only a 15-minute match. It's kind of a bummer that it was a 15-minute time limit draw. But yeah, Himeka was this close. She was this close to pinning Mayu after that running powerbomb to help give her and Natsupoi the victory. Great match, though. You know, ended in a draw, but great match. So definitely really good. And then next up, we had a very interesting match. We had the High Speed Championship on the line as Starlight Kid, the champion, defended against Momo Watanabe. Now, of course, we all know that Momo Watanabe is not a high-speed wrestler. She is pretty full-on strong style. So, why she's even in this title match is just... Well, I mean, Starlight Kid wanted to put the title on the line against her and was trying to bait her into doing that, and, you know, she got her wish. These ladies tore each other apart. There was a lot of rage in both of these ladies. And of course, you know, Momo Watanabe, despite having her cute smile, she's a ticking time bomb. And Starlight Kid, ever since she went to Oedo Tai, she has been fierce and is showing that she can be dominant and a strong member of Oedo Tai. Like, she's really risen up ever since joining Oedo Tai. But yeah, this match was intense, back and forth, and it eventually went to a double countout. That's right. And of course, you know, they kind of looked at each other. You know, there were some smiles and such. But yeah, interesting that this match ended in a double countout. But because it ended on a double countout, of course, Starlight Kid still keeps the title, the High Speed Championship. But I definitely don't think things are over between Momo and Starlight Kid. I think they're far from over. But I don't know. Lately, Momo Watanabe just seems to get angry very easily. You know, she hasn't really been the spotlight of Queen's Quest, despite being the leader of Queen's Quest. But something tells me that's eventually going to shift to Utami Hayashishita, if it hasn't by now. But we'll have to wait and see. And the next up, you had the SWA Championship and the World of Stardom Championship Challenge contract on the line as Shuri defended both of those against Azumi. Now, lately, Azumi has had Shuri's number, especially, you know, at the 5-Star Grand Prix. She's had Shuri's number. So, it doesn't surprise me that she got this title opportunity. And these two ladies have a lot of respect for each other. They have a good mutual respect for each other, which is cool. Which is very cool. And it was a very good match. A clash of two different styles that, you know, despite that, these two ladies have great in-ring chemistry. Azumi and Shuri, like, this is a matchup I could never get tired of. And it definitely showed. I mean, Azumi with the speed, high flying, Shuri with the strikes and submission specialist. I mean, it's a good combo. It's a good combo, and these two ladies have excellent chemistry in the ring. But sure enough, Shuri would not be denied, as not only did she get the victory over Azumi, she made her tap out. Got her with that stretch muffler like submission and made Azumi tap out. Almost had her in the Scorpion Deathlock, but she was able to reach the rope. But once she got on that stretch muffler, that was it. And of course, both showed mutual respect for each other before and after the match. So I thought that was really cool. And these two ladies, like I said, they put on great matches against each other. So great match. One of my favorites on the card. Anyway, after the match, Himeka made her presence known. And Himeka wants a shot at Shuri's SWA championship as well as contract for the World of Stardom championship. So her fellow Donna Del Mundo stablemate wants a crack at her. I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. You know, I can't even remember the last time Himeka and Shuri faced each other. I feel like it's been a hot minute since they faced each other. I mean, they've teamed together plenty of times. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they were teammates in last year's Goddess of Stardom Tag League, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Himeka and Shuri. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be an interesting matchup. That should be a very interesting matchup. Anyway, next up we had the Wonder of Stardom Championship on the line as Cosmic Angels go against each other as the champion Tam Nakano defended against her stablemate Unagi Sayaka. This was definitely a great match, and that told a good story between these two. And lately, it seems like Cosmic Angels, ever since losing the Artists of Stardom Trios titles, I feel like they've definitely been wrestling with each other quite a bit. You know, no hatred or anything like that, but just they've definitely had formed some rivalries within that faction. And especially now that you have two more ladies in there, Mai Sakurai and Waka Tsukiyama, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how things go going forward with this faction now that they have five ladies. Anyway, this match was excellent. One of Unagi Sayaka's best matches, to be honest. I mean, I know Unagi Sayaka is a former Future of Stardom champion. I know she beat Meena Shirakawa for that title. But honestly, this match she had against Tam, I think is one of her best matches, especially lately. I mean, these two ladies really gave it their all. But Tam Nakano was just a little too much for Unagi and was able to pick up the victory. But it was a great match. It was definitely a great match. And funny thing is, speaking of Cosmic Angels, right afterwards, Meena Shirakawa comes out and challenges Tam Nakano. She wants a shot at the Wonder of Stardom Championship. So it's like, hey, Unagi got her shot. Her shot. Why can't Meena Shirakawa get her shot? Why not? why not? So definitely looking forward to that. But great match, definitely great match, and that was pretty much the co-main event. The main event, of course, the red belt was on the line, the World Stardom Championship match, where the champion Utami Hayashishita defended against Hazuki. Now, this was definitely a 20 plus minute match. These two ladies really showed that this deserved to be the main event. And with Hazuki being a pretty much the veteran edge in this match, because of course Hazuki's been wrestling a whole lot longer than Utami Hayashishita. But this was a statement victory for Utami. They hit each other with everything. A few close calls there with Utami really taking some hits, but she was able to hit the BT bomb and finish off Hazuki. And this is pretty much her first time getting pinned since her return. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal for Utami. But yeah, she picks up a big win, defeating Hazuki. So I definitely look forward to what's in store for the next show. Oh, not only that, next in line for the red belt is apparently Micah. Micah, somebody that Utami knows very well. These two ladies have wrestled each other so much. They know each other very well. And Micah wants to get a shot at her at Utami's red belt. So we've still got a lot to look forward to. The next show will be Osaka Super Wars, which will be, November 27th. And that'll be in Osaka, Japan at the Osaka Prefectural Gym. And they've already got some announcements of matches for that. So it looks like they're going to have... Oh, actually, it looks like they are planning on having Ruka defend the Future of Stardom Championship in a triple threat, in a three-way. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. She's going to defend it against both Cosmic Angels Mai Sakurai and Waka Tsukiyama. So, there you go. Let's see. Koguma. That's right. I forgot to mention that. Koguma wanted a shot at the high-speed title. So, I really feel like this was eventually coming. Because if I remember correctly, Koguma, I don't think has had a high-speed championship title shot since she came back. But I think this would be a good time to see what she can do against Starlight Kid. A very strong Starlight Kid. So we got that match to look forward to. Himeka is going to get a shot at the SWA title as well as the World of Stardom Championship Challenge contract against Shuri. Meena Shirakawa going for the white belt. Micah going for the red belt. So we got those matches to look forward to. And apparently word was that actually Konami was supposed to be on the card for yesterday's yesterday's pay-per-view, this most recent one. But apparently she hadn't been cleared yet. So that'll have to wait. But I'm pretty sure, and I think Shuri mentioned it in her speech, that she still wants to give Konami her deserved SWA championship title match UWF rules. I think that's still the plan for that to happen. And if you ask me, honestly, I think that is going to be when Shuri drops the SWA belt. I think she's going to end up dropping it to Konami, and she's going to end up beating Utami to finally win the red belt. So, something to look forward to, but I do think that's going to happen. I think Shuri is going to retain. Well, then again, now I'm at a crossroad. Because lately, Shuri's been defending the SWA belt as well as the challenge contract. I hope something can happen where she doesn't have to defend the challenge contract against Konami. Because I really feel like when they finally wrestle, I see Konami taking that SWA belt. So, we'll have to see what happens. But I really want Shuri to hold on long enough and defeat Utami. It's bound to happen. It's got to happen. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I have. They also announced another show on their Twitter. So starting next year, the first big show next year will be Nagoya Supreme Fight 2022. And that's January 29th at the Dolphins Arena in Aichi Prefectural Gymnasium. So, first big Stardom show announced for next year. There you have it on their Twitter, on their English Twitter. But, yeah, it's a lot to look forward to. But, anyway, that's pretty much all that I have for this recap of Kawasaki Super Wars. But, looking forward to more action from the Goddess of Stardom Tag League, as well as the upcoming Osaka Super Wars. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video, and thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming, bringing you another Pro Wrestling Talk video. Hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will see y'all soon. Laters.